So, I want to talk about why some people lose their minds over politics. Now, I'm not going to, believe it or not, I might be the only show that's not going to play You're the Voice sting over and over again 18 times. But some people lost their brain because this song is now off with the Yes campaign. Who cares, right? Seriously. But there's some nastier stuff in here, right? Including there was somebody who decided to get in the face of a Yes supporter. Now, again, when it was the people trashing the no supporting Liberal MP's office, it took a week for us to know about it. But because this was a Yes campaigner, bang, straight online today.
This win. No one wants your vote, yes, mate, because you're going to put the country in a change. Don't listen to this guy. Sellout, idiot. I'm going to stay here until you go away. What are you doing, you sellout traitorous? Who the are you? Off? No, you're a traitorous dog, mate.
Now, again, Steve, rough and tumble, I disagree strongly, all the rest of it here. Also, Jacinta Price has detailed some of the abuse that she has received. We know it about Warren Mundine. This is not a conversation about The Voice. Let's just step back. How did we become the country that loses its brain at people we disagree with?
2 words, social media. That's how it happened.
Good point.
And these people can be anonymous in the background. They can get online and abuse a wonderful woman like Senator Price, and they can get on there and abuse anyone who's trying to suggest vote yes. They can bag our mate Nicholas Rees, who's obviously going to vote yes. But I made this point to you last week, I think, Paul, that would you be game enough to walk through the streets of Sydney wearing a no T-shirt? Of course you wouldn't, because you'd be attacked verbally and you'd probably be attacked physically. And so, yes, we've all lost our minds. I mean, everybody just needs to settle down and just be sensible about this. If you want to vote no, vote no. If you want to vote yes, vote yes. Just do your own vote. Don't let anyone know what you're voting and get on with life. I mean, when do we lose the notion that you don't sit around a table and talk about politics, religion and sex?
Yeah.
I mean, please, just go back to the good old days.
I mean, part of the fun, obviously, of what we do is, again, rip in, have some fun, all the rest of it. But again, I think what we've shown over the years is you have a giggle as well as the blow up and all the rest of it, and you don't get involved in some of the dehumanising stuff that we've talked about there. Again, I talked about it, that it's happened on the No campaign as well. This is not a conversation about The Voice. But have you noticed this, that there are people who just lose their brain about politics and they want to get up in people's face and scream in the street because of somebody's political position? That's garbage.
Well, it's ever been thus, Paul, and I don't think that we're alone in the way people react to this. I mean, in fact, I think Australia does pretty well when you see the number of assassination attempts that happen, or actual assassinations in the US, the UK, Japan, etc., etc.
Good point.
Yes, social media is an absolute sewer, but frankly, I don't really care about some unhinged guy. I mean, this guy that you just showed the clip of, he lives in a van. He's a serial rally attender across every rally across the country. He believes the government is poisoning us with toxic fog. He's a loon. What I care about is the vitriol that comes from people who are on the official campaigns. Why waste time with him? Let's look at Noel Pearson and the stuff he said about Jacinta Price in the past, saying that she's part of a celebrity redneck vortex and that she's punching down on her own people. It's people like that who give license to other crazies out there on social media.
But also, I think that to some degree, Nicholas, one of the worst things that we import from the United States is, I'll never forget when Michelle Obama said, vote like your life depends on it, right? Now, while Donald Trump cops it for all of the, fight like hell, there's an element of politics, right? And again, we all fight hard here, but again, I always try to make it very clear that we're all mates, we all have a giggle, and we don't doubt the humanity of the people that we disagree with, right? But we've got to get away from this thing of motivating people to do the thing we would like them to do politically because the stakes are so high that if they don't do it, everyone will insert worst possible circumstance.
Look, couldn't agree with you more, and I'm glad you picked the example of the United States because, politics is so out of control in the US now. As a visitor there, you get told, don't raise American politics because it's just so volatile and you're likely to have a violent outburst. We don't want to get there as a country. We're moderate, we're middle of the road, we're sensible people. And yeah, I think there's been some dangerous tendencies in politics in recent times. I think Price is right. I think that social media feeds it a lot. You know, the anonymous keyboard warriors just sitting there at home spewing bile. Look, I'm pale, male and stale, and I'm a guy from local government, and I still get trolled like you wouldn't believe. I can only imagine what it's like for
We believe
Carolyn.
it. We believe it.
I can send you the tapes of a few of the shows, mate.
Out there. And, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, come on, Paul, you and I have had some ripper barneys on this show over the years, but we always catch up for a cigar.
Surely
and
it's okay for us to yell at him, though.
And it's
we're allowed to yell at him and tell him to vote
and everyone
no.
knows that.
Come on, why are you not voting no, Nicholas? Why are you voting yes, mate?
Well, I mean, you know,
You should be ashamed of yourself. It's a disgrace.
I mean, Pricey, there he is. He
Watch out, mate,
regularly
he can give out parking
offloads on me in the Herald Sun. He can't even spell my name right in the Herald Sun, but that doesn't stop him offloading on me week after week. You know, I mean, some people will never learn, I guess, but you and I, Paul, we have our barneys, but we always have a good laugh after the show.
Yeah, a bit of foot rot flats about it. Clock on, clock off.